Coach, you want to start with last year, what you kind of started to build that foundation, and start with a little bit of a review, and then we'll work into this year.
Absolutely. The foundation is good. Took us a little bit. We had to turn our program around in the rebuilding process, and we made that next step last year, Jay. We had a really, really good year in a sense of exceeding expectations a little bit, and our system and our philosophy and those type of things really started to show when we ran off, I think, 6, 7, 8 games in a row, and we really felt that we probably should have been playing for a conference championship. But I think, in our eyes, it was one of those deals we had to get there before we could take that next step. And that's why we're so excited about this year. Having a class with 6 seniors doesn't happen much at any level, let alone with us. So we're pretty excited about that. But it was great. It was a good year for us last year. We only lost one player, Rennell Taylor, an all-conference guard. But the pieces we bring back, we're pretty excited about. And, I feel really fortunate to, be where we're at in a sense of having that big, large senior class.
Wow, 6 seniors.
Yeah.
And all of them that were here with you,
Right. Yep. We had one player that did not play last year's medical redshirt, had knee surgery, and the other 5 were all a big part of what we did last year. And so practice has been going well. These 2 right here, they're our captains too. They've been in the program now, and they know expectations, and we're pretty excited.
Is it going to be more of the same? Are you changing anything up from last year?
Yeah, absolutely. We're deeper this year. That's one thing that nipped us a little bit last year down the home stretch, and those type of things. Our depth, we brought in a couple kids that are going to help us immediately, and then like I said, our depth is really hopefully going to be able to get us over that hump a little bit. And we're putting lofty expectations on ourselves, but we also think our goals we've set are pretty attainable, and it's good pressure. These guys have been through it, and it's nothing. Anything I want, they've discussed it, and they want just as much. So.
What are they?
I mean, we plan on being, one of the top 2 teams in our division, long-term wise. If we stay healthy and we keep getting better, we think that we have a chance to win our division. And it's one day at a time, one step at a time. But we really expect side goals not to lose at home. And just see where we're at, hopefully get that next level.
Who are the newcomers you think are going to play a role for you right away and help out?
Absolutely. We got a kid that's pushing for a starting spot named Robert Malone, who's a 6'4" kind of guard, kind of banger for us that is just really meshes with what we do. And we're pretty excited about him. He, in our 2 scrimmage games, he did some really good quality positive things, and we're tough to match up 1 through 5 with him in the lineup, and we're pretty excited about that. And we got some freshmen that that are still fighting, and we'll see where we're at with them too, by all means.
Talk about your team, the style, a little bit of what folks will see when they go to a Regents game.
Absolutely. It's real simple with us, and if you watch us play, we like to push the basketball. We like to score a ton of points. It's fun to play, it's fun to coach, and it's fun to watch. That's what we do. That's what where we're at, and we really try to get out and score in transition and play to our strengths. We feel that we're tough to guard 1 through 5 because my 1 can play the 5. Andrew can play the 5. We post our guards, and we let our bigs do things on the perimeter, and Danny can play all 5 positions too. So. That's something that we really pride ourselves in, is being able to play all positions and defend all positions.
That's a good point, but on the other hand, Rennell was a key
absolutely.
Player in keeping that thing moving back and forth.
Right on.
Is it more of replacing that one piece with lots of other pieces, or how do you make up for that, and how do you move on with that?
That's, he was a gamer, by all means, but this kid to my left and this kid to my right, that's on them. They're capable. They're just going to step in and fill that role. Once we, have Danny completely healthy and Andrew, now he's been with us a year, that's not an issue at all with us. We absolutely are going to miss Rennell as a person, but as a player, I think we're just, we're not going to miss a beat. So we're pretty excited in that regard.
This team going to be better? I mean, on paper then it should be better than you were last year.
Well, you know what? As far as I'm concerned, if we win 5 games, I'll be pretty happy. But no, we have the chances, Jay. Like I said, it's
No, you won't.
it's good expectations and pressure we're putting on ourselves. It's just our league brings everybody back too. Our top 15 players in our league are, I think 12 of them return, something like that. So it's a senior heavy league. But like I said, these guys put the pressure on themselves in the off season, and we had our best off season since I've been here, summer and fall wise. So it's on them. But in the long term, we should be, up there, and we expect to be up there. And like we discussed a lot of preseason wise, our biggest thing is right now, if we get beat, we'll be beating ourselves. So
It's nice.
yeah, it's a good problem.
Andrew, why was it a great off-season? Do you agree? Was it a great off-season? Sometimes when you get a little, kind of like what I said with the girls, get a little taste of getting on a roll and getting some wins, that'll make you hungry in the off-season. Is that the case?
It definitely was the case, and it was a big part of what we did in the fall. During the summer, we were all playing together up here. Me and DA would work out together. Guys, we were around each other a lot during the summer and during the fall, and we had great open gyms in the fall, and that started from the first day to leading right up to the first practice. And we let the new guys know that last year we were there, but we didn't quite get there. And then our goal this year is to make sure that we're in the right spots to be there at the end.
What's it going to take? Because it was kind of little things last year. It seemed like it wasn't like a collapse here, or just disappear. It seemed to be little things. What will it take to kind of make that next step, which is a big step this year?
I think it's going to take playing 40 minutes. That's something that we've stressed this year. Last year we started out games good, come down the end, lose. I think we lost 9 out of 10, under 10 points, and we just have to make sure that we finish games out and start games from the top to the end.
Why? What do you mean? You think there would be like lapses or stretches of a couple minutes when things weren't clicking?
Some lapses, and some is just we weren't ready to play from the beginning, and then finally the last 5 minutes we dug ourselves a hole we couldn't get out of. And this year with being, I think some came down to not being as deep, and this year with the guys coming back and being more motivated and deeper, that we'll allow ourselves to play a full 40 minutes.
Is there a little extra motivation knowing senior years could be your final season of basketball in your life?
Oh, definitely. That's my, and talking to DA all summer, it's one of our motivations. We got 6 seniors. There's no, there is no next year. Last year, after the last game, we talked about, well, we have everybody coming back. It's going to be a good year. Well, now there is no coming back. This is it. This is our last go around.
Danny, talk a little bit more about that, because that's a good point with 6 seniors.
Right.
You're all kind of
Right.
looking at this as the swan song or the grand finale.
Yeah, I mean, it's our last season, and we got, new cats that come in, and we just got to let them know, show them the ropes. We was close last year, but I think our big problem last year, everybody got satisfied. And just losing that last game and how we lost it, that's enough hunger within itself. You know what I mean? You can't explain it no better than that. So being that close and not even playing our best basketball that last game really hurt.